Once upon a time, in the high and far-off times, there lived on the banks of the turbid Amazon a little stickly-prickly hedgehog and a slow-solid tortoise. Now these two were the best of friends, but they were much afraid of a cunning painted jaguar who lived in the same locality. For the painted jaguar's mother had taught him how to eat hedgehogs and tortoises. "If you meet a prickly hedgehog," she would say, "drop him in some water, and he will uncurl, and then you will easily eat him up. And if it is a tortoise you meet, then you must scoop him right out of his shell and gobble him down." The painted jaguar was very obedient and very intelligent, so he never forgot all the nice things his dear old mother had told him. One night the painted jaguar was prowling about for something to eat when he came upon the stickly-prickly hedgehog and the slow-solid tortoise, who were strolling along the bank of the river, chatting and laughing together. My, thought the painted jaguar, rubbing his hands together. "Here is supper ready to my paw. I really do live in a wonderful world." First he crept up on the stickly-prickly hedgehog and said, Did you say something? What are your names?" "I am the stickly-prickly hedgehog, and this is the slow-solid tortoise," replied the hedgehog. "How do you do?" "Oh, I am the painted jaguar at your service." The two friends immediately suspected that the painted jaguar wished to eat them, but they were not to be taken by surprise. So the stickly-prickly hedgehog said, "Mr. Jaguar, we know perfectly well what you are going to ask us, so let's not keep you waiting. We are ready to do whatever you want. Only please don't keep us in suspense any longer." "Well," said the painted jaguar, taken aback by their quickness, "in that case, I suppose I may as well tell you. My dear old mother has told me that I must eat one of you tonight, and she has given me certain instructions as to the way to eat each of you. So just let me get this straight. You unroll yourself into a long sausage shape, and then I drop you into the water and uncoil you completely and gobble you up. Is that it?" "Oh, no, no, no," cried the stickly-prickly hedgehog. "You've got it all wrong. It's me who has to jump into the river, and you have to dive after me and catch me there." "Is that so?" asked the painted jaguar, rather taken aback. "That is so," confirmed the stickly-prickly hedgehog. "And as for you, Mr. Tortoise, you must scoop me out of my shell and eat me up raw." "Not a bit of it," said the slow-solid tortoise. "It's you who must dive into the river and let me jump on your back, and then I will tickle your face till you roll up into a ball, and then you'll be easy meat for me." "Good gracious," cried the painted jaguar, feeling quite confused. "It seems I've got it all wrong. Oh dear, I really don't know what to do." The two friends only smiled at this. Of course, they had purposely jumbled up the jaguar's mother's instructions. They knew perfectly well that he wouldn't dare eat either of them after dark, but they had no intention of letting him try. "Well, I suppose," said the painted jaguar at last, rather crestfallen, "I shall have to find something else to eat." And with that, he slunk off into the bushes. When he was gone, the stickly-prickly hedgehog and the slow-solid tortoise burst into fits of laughter. "Oh, that was too good," gasped the hedgehog, wiping his eyes. "I haven't laughed so hard in ages." "Nor I," said the slow-solid tortoise, quite out of breath. "But I wonder what he'll do," said the stickly-prickly hedgehog, chuckling to himself. "He won't leave us alone, I'm sure." "No, indeed," agreed the slow-solid tortoise. "He'll come back, I feel certain, and then we must be prepared for him." So the two friends went home and told all their neighbors what had happened, and all the animals on the bank of the river were much amused. The next day, however, the painted jaguar returned, and this time he brought his mother along with him. She was a fine-looking cat, with spots of dazzling blue on her coat like stars in the night sky. "Good evening," said the painted jaguar to his mother. "May I present to you my two new friends, the stickly-prickly hedgehog and the slow-solid tortoise?" "How do you do?" said the lady jaguar politely. But the stickly-prickly hedgehog and the slow-solid tortoise knew perfectly well what she had come for, so they did not waste any time on polite conversation. "We know what you want," said the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog, "and we will do exactly as we did last night. Only please don't keep us waiting." The Lady Jaguar looked at her son, and then back at the two friends. "Are you sure you know what you're talking about?" she asked. "Absolutely," replied the Painted Jaguar. "Of course we do," said the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog. "Then I think I had better leave you alone for tonight," said the Lady Jaguar. "Thank you very much," said the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog. "We should like nothing better." So the Lady Jaguar went away and returned to her own cave. As soon as she was gone, the two friends hurried home and told all their neighbors what had happened. All the animals on the bank of the river were very pleased, but they advised the two friends to get ready and be prepared for the worst. And the worst came. Next day, back came the Painted Jaguar with his mother. "Now, you silly little creatures," said the Lady Jaguar, "I know all your tricks. I know exactly what you are trying to do. You are trying to make me believe that you are each other. If I call you a tortoise, you say you can swim, and if I call you a hedgehog, you say you can curl up. But you are neither a tortoise nor a hedgehog. Therefore I declare you are both armadillos, and that is why you can neither curl up nor swim." Then turning to her son, she continued, "Painted Jaguar, you must eat them both. And remember, if you eat the wrong one, it will be all over for you. So listen carefully to what I am going to say. This is the rhyme that will help you to distinguish them. Can't curl, but can swim, slow-solid, that's him. Curls up, but can't swim, stickly-prickly, that's him. Repeat it to yourself, and you won't go far wrong." With that, the Lady Jaguar went away and left her son to his fate. The Painted Jaguar advanced towards the two friends, and in a voice that was hardly a whisper, he said, "Which one of you is the Slow-Solid Tortoise, and which one of you is the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog?" "Oh, bother," said the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog, turning to the Slow-Solid Tortoise. "What are we to do?" "I don't know," said the Slow-Solid Tortoise. "But we must do something. If he eats me, it will be all over for him." The two friends were racking their brains for a plan, when suddenly the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog had a splendid idea. "I know what we'll do. We'll pretend to recite your mother's rhyme, and then we'll show her that we can both do both things." "Oh, yes, that will be splendid," said the Slow-Solid Tortoise. "Let's do it." So when the Painted Jaguar asked them to repeat the rhyme, they said, "Can't curl, but can swim, stickly-prickly, that's him. Curls up, but can't swim, slow-solid, that's him." And then they both curled up into balls and began to swim round and round in circles. The Painted Jaguar watched them, open-mouthed, and then he ran as hard as he could to tell his mother what had happened. "I saw the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog swimming, and I saw the Slow-Solid Tortoise curling up," he cried. "Is it possible?" said the Lady Jaguar. "Yes, it is possible," said the Painted Jaguar. "Such a creature must be called an armadillo. It is an armadillo, and we must leave it alone," said the Lady Jaguar finally. And from that day on, the clever creatures on the banks of the turbid Amazon have been called armadillos. They say that the Stickly-Prickly Hedgehog and the Slow-Solid Tortoise often went down to the river and swam about in the moonlight. And if you look for them, you will find them there, side by side, swimming and chattering and laughing. The end. Would it be too much to hope that somewhere beyond the river lies the sea? That magic-filled, bright-hued land where all dreams are born, the land of sunshine and the eternal carnival, the marvelous Rio? Or could it be that high up in the mountains, veiled in mists and clouds, sleeps the fabled Belo Horizonte, the city of beautiful horizons?